Hello again. Welcome to online class. Let's talk briefly about finding area. Okay. As you can see, I have this word square underlined. The reason I do that is because I say it's a buzzword for to let you know you're working an area problem. Okay. For example, if I were to say, what is 5 take away 3? And then I asked you what type of math we were doing, you would clearly say we're subtracting, even though I didn't use that word, okay, because you understand what takeaway means. So sometimes in an area question, they do not ask you, what is the area of this shape? They say, what is this shape in square? And then they'll give you the measurement, square feet, square miles, square inches, so on and so forth. So if you see the word square, uh, be, be aware, okay, that is an area question. All right, so what is area? What is area? Area is, I usually say the space inside, but really it's the surface, the face, the space on the surface area. Okay, so for example, if we had this board here and I want to see just, let's say it's feet. What's the square feet here? I would just measure from here to here and from there across, okay, the height versus the base, and that would let me know what the area of this board is, okay? So let's start with these three shapes here, okay? The square, the rectangle, and the parallelogram, okay? The reason I'm going to start with these three is because even though the formula for area for these three shapes can be said different ways, the truth of the matter is they could all be said the same way as well, okay? Which would be area equals base times height, okay? All right, with that being said, if um, if someone's asking you the area for a square, the truth though is they're not going to give you a base and a height because we understand that all sides of a square are equal, okay? So they would just give you one number there. But if we know the formula is base times height and that all sides are equal, then we know that the area of this square is 3 times 3, okay? And that would be 9. Let's say it were feet, okay? Be square feet, okay? What about this rectangle here? Let's say the height is still 3, but the base is 10, okay? Excuse me, I'm going to move this a little bit closer, okay, hopefully so that you can see a little bit better, okay? Then the area here would be base times height, okay? 10 times 3, area equals 30. Let's say it's inches. We could say square inches or inches squared. All the same thing, okay? And now we have our parallelogram, okay? As you can see, this side here is leaning. So what's going to happen is we're going to be given a perforated line to show us the true height, okay? I used an example to explain this one day to one of my students. I said, if I were leaning over like this and you measured my height, it wouldn't tell you the truth. And he said, well, it wouldn't be much different. And that is true, but it still remains the same. It would not give you my true height. Okay, so that's why we're going to have this perforated line. And then we do need a base. So let's say this base is, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Let's say it's 12. Okay, so we're going to have area equals base times height. Again, we're going to substitute the numbers that we are given, and put them into the formula. That's what we're doing. Taking the numbers that we are given, substitute them into the formula provided. Okay? So the base is 12. The height is 3. So the area of this parallelogram is 36. Let's say it's miles. Okay, square miles. All right. And that is how we find area for a square, rectangle, and a parallelogram. Moving right along, we have a triangle here, okay, which is going to require a different formula than these three. That's why I put it on this side. So the area for a triangle is 1/2 of the base times the height. Okay, that's just the formula that has been provided. Okay, and so that's what we're going to use. We have a side here. Let's say that is 6. Why not? And we're gonna say that the base here is 12. Okay, so we're gonna take the numbers they give us. Okay, this is the base here, and this is the height, and we're going to simply put it into the formula provided. Okay, so area equals 1/2 of the base, which is 12, times the height, which is 6. Okay, so there's multiple ways we could solve this. We could do 12 times 6 and then multiply times 1/2. What I'm just simply going to do, I'm going to do it how I say it. 1/2 of the base times the height. So 1/2 of 12 is 6. Okay. And then the height is 6. So the area of this triangle is 36 square, whatever the measurement is. Okay? All right. Now, on to our trapezoid. Okay? I'm going to move it down just a little bit to give me some room. Okay? So let's start here. Okay. That could be better. Okay, there we go. All right, so the formula of finding the area for a trapezoid is area equals 1/2 base 1 plus base. I'll write that one out so we can be clear what B stands for. Base 2 times the height. Now again, we find ourselves with a shape that has a leaning side. So we're going to get this perforated line to show us the true height. Okay, and let's say that is 10. Why not? Okay, and then we have, let's say this is 7. I'm just throwing numbers up here now. And now let's change that. Okay, so let's say this is 3 across here and 7 here. Okay. All right. So now I'm simply going to take the numbers provided, put it into the formula provided. Okay, we know this is the height. Okay. Base 1 and base 2 are interchangeable. Okay, so let's say this is base 1. Okay, and this is base 2. All right, with that being said, area equals 1/2. Base 1, we said that's 3. And then we said base 2 is 7. And then we said the height is 10. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 plus 7 here. Okay, work out what's in that parentheses there. So that would be 10. Okay. All right, so now I have area equals 1/2 of 10 times 10. All right. Area equals 1/2 of 10 is 5, okay, times 10. That means that the area of this trapezoid is 50. All right. Now, I've run out of room for my circle, so I'm going to erase that and put it right here in the middle. All right. Okay. Now, as I look at my formula sheet, okay, that you will have while you take your test, it says that the area of a circle is pi times radius squared. Pi times radius squared, okay? All right, so pi, to remind you, because I'm just gonna bet that you've heard it before, is 3.14. Okay, and the radius is the distance from the center of a circle to the edge of the circle. Okay, let's make this radius, we can make it 12. Okay, and we'll say that's 12 feet. Okay, so if I take the numbers provided and put them into the formula given, then that would lead me to say that area equals 3.14 times 12 squared. Okay, and 12 squared, 12 times 12, equals 144. So now we have area equals 3.14 times 144. That answer is 452.16. Okay, and we said feet, right? So, okay, square feet. And that's how we find the area of a circle. Okay, we take the formula that has been provided and we simply substitute the numbers given to us into that formula and solve the problem out. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. That is finding area. Have a great day.